Destroy them all! Speed up! Speed up! Multiple. Missile. Multiple. Destroy the mouse! Laser. Multiple. Multiple. Destroy the eye. Force field. Double. Force field. Laser.
Destroy the core!
Double.
Destroy the mouth.
Force field. Laser.
Destroy the eye.
field.
Destroy the chest. Destroy the mouth!
Force field. Speed up. Speed up. Missile. Multiple. Multiple. 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 multiple, multiple, double, force field, force field, Force field.
I was born out of the greediness of mankind. While men exist, so will I.
Speed up. Speed up.